The late morning sun beat down on Samuel as he walked along the bustling street, a weary traveler in a world teeming with opportunity. In the past 6 months, he had sent out dozens of applications and attended multiple interviews, each time walking away with a sense of hopelessness growing heavier on his shoulders. Today was no different. Another interview awaited him, and yet he harbored little faith that it would yield anything better than the last. As he strolled past an alley, Samuel heard the faint sound of someone struggling. He turned to see a woman sitting in a sleek, dark sedan, her hands clasped in frustration as the hood of her car gaped open. He hesitated only for a moment before approaching her, instinctively drawn to help. "Need some assistance?" he called out, wiping sweat from his brow. The woman looked up, her expression shifting from annoyance to relief. "I'm stuck! The engine just gave out, and I have no idea what's wrong." Without hesitation, Samuel stepped closer. He had grown up learning about cars from his father and couldn't resist the chance to lend a hand. He slipped under the hood and carefully examined the jumble of wires and metals, spotting a loose battery cable. After a quick adjustment, the engine hummed back to life. "Try it now," he said, stepping back with a satisfied smile. The woman turned the key, and to both their delight, the engine roared as if thanking him for the fix. "Oh my God! Thank you so much!" she exclaimed, her eyes brightening. "Just glad I could help," Samuel replied, feeling a spark of joy amidst his ongoing job frustrations. It wasn't much. "Are you headed somewhere?" she asked, genuine concern lacing her voice as she took in his dusty appearance. "Just an interview, nothing big," he replied, brushing off the grime. "Best of luck. You should always present your best self," she said, her words like a gentle reminder tinged with confidence. With a final wave, he continued on his path, feeling buoyed by the momentary connection. However, as he approached the corporate building where his interview was scheduled, his heart sank at the sight of a long line of applicants snaking out the door. He could feel the weight of their collective ambition and anxiety pressing against him. Taking a deep breath, Samuel joined the queue, each heartbeat reminding him of his dwindling hope. As he entered the lobby, the atmosphere was thick with nervous chatter and the clacking of heels against polished floors. When he finally sat in the waiting area, he peered around, scanning the faces. Never did he expect, a heartbeat later, to see the woman he'd just helped walking towards the reception desk with an air of authority that made everything around her fade. She wore a tailored blazer that exuded confidence, her hair perfectly styled, and she was no longer just a stranger. She was the embodiment of a dream he once thought was out of reach. As she approached him, recognition flickered in her eyes. "Samuel, right?" she said, her smile warm yet commanding. "You fixed my car." His brows shot up in disbelief. "You're the CEO?" "Yes, I'm Megan Grant. I wanted to thank you personally. You saved me, and it's a rare thing to find someone willing to help out of kindness these days." The receptionist gave her a look of astonishment, but quickly returned to her work as Megan turned back to Samuel. "I appreciate what you did, and I believe that speaks volumes about your character. How would you like to join our team?" Samuel felt as if the ground had shifted beneath him, disbelief mingling with elation. "I didn't expect this." "Neither did I," she interrupted, her eyes twinkling. "But this world desperately needs more people like you. Come by my office. We can discuss the details." A sense of thrill ran through Samuel as he followed her into the expansive world of the corporate office. In that moment, the failures and doubts that had trailed him like shadows began to lift. Kindness, he realized, was an unseen force capable of changing destinies. As he stepped into the office, his heart pounding with both excitement and the untapped potential of a new beginning, Samuel could hardly believe that a random act of goodwill had spiraled into an opportunity he'd thought impossible just hours before. The thrill of life's unpredictability hummed in the air around him,